welcome back. I'm glad to be here again with you guys. So you welcome back to another video. Okay, this is the first time you're stumbling on this video. I say a big welcome. So do it to take a seat, sit back, and enjoy this episode or this video actually. So if you are wondering what's up with this platform now, okay, this is a space for learning French. I say a big welcome. So do it to check out my previous videos so you can know what's up on this platform. Check through my previous videos, see what we've done so far, and then if you find them useful, educative, or informative, do well to give it a thumbs up, share to loved ones, and don't forget to subscribe. So now let's get our seat and sit back because we are actually learning on this platform. So because this platform is for speaking, reading, and writing. So on today's video, we'll be looking at some French expressions with avoir. Actually, these expressions are expressions that are going to help us with our speaking skills because this is what we do on this platform, help ourselves on these various levels. Okay, so these expressions are actually good for our speaking skills. So you don't necessarily need to start thinking, how should I say this? French is so interesting in such a way that if you can learn at least 50 expressions or even 100 expressions naturally, I'm not saying you should go cram them, but if you can know them naturally, then you can speak to some extent. So they're just natural expressions that you just say it and you know the meaning already, and then you can use it for daily communication. So these are ways of helping our speaking skills, of helping us build our speaking skills or our speaking capacity. So on today's video, we'll be looking at some of those expressions we can use avoir for. So expressions with avoir. Okay, so we have the first one is avoir sommelia. So in French language we say avoir sommelia. Okay, so that makes you feel sleepy. When you are feeling sleepy, you know that you are going to be using your avoir conjugated in your present tense. So the avoir will be conjugated in present tense. You don't just make use of the avoir sommeil and just say avoir sommeil. No. The infinitive is avoir sommeil. But when you want to personalize it, that is, you are feeling sleepy, you will actually conjugate the verb avoir. So by saying j'ai sommeil, because j'ai is the first person singular for avoir, so the conjugated format is j'ai. So you make do of j'ai sommeil, that is, I am feeling sleepy. And you can ask somebody as well, tu as sommeil, are you feeling sleepy? So that is how to make do of this verb, or yes, these expressions, that is with the use of avoir. So definitely when you have these expressions coming with avoir plus something, avoir plus this noun or this verb or whatever, you know that your avoir should be conjugated. Don't forget that. Let's remember that our avoir must be conjugated. So whichever way you want to say it, whether in present tense or in past tense or in future tense, you should know that your avoir should either be conjugated either in present tense depending on what you want to say, either in past tense or for the future tense depending on what you actually want to say. So we have another one, avoir besoin de, which actually means that you actually need something. Okay, j'ai besoin de quelque chose, I need something. So that is when you use avoir besoin de. Avoir besoin de. So you can say j'ai besoin d'argent, that is, I need money. Okay, so I need money. So obviously it's going to be in my present tense because I've conjugated my verb avoir in my present tense. So I'm saying j'ai besoin d'argent. And you can as well ask, vous avez besoin de moi? Do you actually need me for anything? Okay, vous avez besoin de moi? Okay, do you need me for anything, for an assistant or for something? Okay, so you can actually have another example this way by saying nous avons besoin d'étudier pour notre examen, or you can just say pour l'examen. Okay, we actually need to study for the exams or for our examinations. Okay, so whichever way you want to say it, nous avons besoin d'étudier pour notre examen or pour l'examen. So whichever way you want to say it is still correct. So always remember, like I said previously, remember to conjugate your verb avoir. So the next one we have is avoir envie de. Avoir envie de actually means to feel, you feel like having something, or you feel like doing something. So that's when you use avoir envie de. Okay, for example, you can say j'ai envie de manger du gâteau. Okay, like I feel like eating cake. So when you feel like taking something, like you feel like eating something, you just have something just cheering up your interest for taking something or for doing something. So you make use of avoir besoin de. And remember, don't forget to conjugate your verb avoir. So avoir besoin de. So I can say j'ai envie de manger du gâteau. That is, I feel like eating cake. And I can have it this way as well. J'ai envie de dormir. I feel like sleeping. Like I just feel like sleeping. Maybe you're just coming with your friend and you are exhausted, you're tired. You can just tell your friend that, oh, j'ai envie de dormir. You can't wait to get home because you just want to sleep. You just feel like sleeping or something. So that's how to make use of that. Okay, let's look at another one. We have avoir dash un. So when you want to say your age in French language, we make do of avoir dash then your year. So unlike in English language where you say I am this years old, I am 4 years old, I am 5 years old. So you don't interpret it that way in French language. If you do, that is wrong. Okay, so in French language we make use of avoir. That is, I have this age, I am the owner of this age, so I have this age. That is how we say it in French language. So you say j'ai, if it is 5 years old, you say j'ai 5 ans. So you make do of your and just like in English language, I am 4 or 5 years old. Okay, so the years old in French language is the an, ans at the back of it. So you say j'ai 5 ans, ou bien j'ai 20 ans, ou bien j'ai 30 ans. Okay, so that is how to make do of j'ai un, that is saying your age in French language. Okay, so we have another one. You can say j'ai honte de. J'ai honte de. That is, I'm ashamed of. That is, j'ai honte de toi. Ou bien quelque chose. I'm ashamed of you. I can't believe that you did this. I'm ashamed of you. So it's when you are ashamed of somebody or ashamed of some situation, make do of this. So that's how we say it in French language. You say avoir honte de. So for example, you can say j'ai honte de toi. I'm just ashamed of you. I didn't believe that you could do this. I'm ashamed of you. J'ai honte de toi. Okay, so you can have it this way as well. You can say son papa a honte de lui. Son papa a honte de lui. Pourquoi son papa a honte de lui? Parce qu'il a volé. So when he went to steal, his father was ashamed of the son. Obviously, it might be the son or maybe somebody very close to the father that the father knows very well. So the father cannot just be ashamed of the person. Obviously, the person must have done something disgraceful in court for you to be ashamed of somebody. So that's how to make do of the expression in French language. So son papa a honte de lui. Pourquoi? Parce qu'il a volé. Okay, so let's look at another one. We have avoir peur, or you can have avoir peur de. That is, scared or I'm afraid of. Okay, so when you want to say I'm afraid of, that is how to make do of it in French language. For example, let's say j'ai eu peur quand j'ai vu le fusil devant moi. J'ai eu peur quand j'ai vu le fusil devant moi. Oh, c'était le policier. Okay, so I was scared when I saw the gun before me. Oh, it was the police. So obviously, maybe something was happening somewhere, you're trying to hide and you're trying to dodge. You just saw a gun in front of you and you were scared. J'ai eu peur. I was scared. I was afraid. Only way to realize that, oh, it's a saving grace for it. It's the police. Okay, j'ai eu peur quand j'ai vu le fusil devant moi. Oh, c'était le policier. Okay, so we have different scenarios in which you can make do of these things. Okay, these expressions. So you can also have it this way as well. J'ai peur de la nuit. J'ai peur de la nuit. Maybe somebody is always scared when it's night time. Parce que dans la nuit, il y a d'obscurité. That is, there is darkness. Everywhere is dark. So the person is always scared of night. He doesn't want night to fall. Okay, so j'ai peur de la nuit or something like that. Okay, so that is how we make do of that in French language. So we have another one which is avoir mal. That is to feel pain. Okay, so this is how we say it in French language, avoir mal. For example, you can say j'ai mal à la gauche. Okay, j'ai mal à la gorge. That is, I feel pain in my throat, or I have a sore throat. Okay, yeah, in English language you say I have a sore throat. Okay, you can say j'ai mal à la tête. That is, my head aches. Okay, or you can say j'ai mal au dos. I'm having a backache. So when you feel pain anywhere, you make use of avoir mal. Then you put in wherever you're having the pain to ease. So you say avoir mal à la tête, ou bien avoir mal au dos, ou bien avoir mal à la gauche, whichever way you want to say it, or even avoir mal au pied. That is, I'm having pain, or my leg aches. Okay, so whichever way you want to make do of, whichever part of the body that feel pain, so you insert that part of the body to avoir mal after conjugating your avoir. Of course, do remember that. Okay, we have another one. We have avoir l'habitude de, means that person has an habit of always doing something. So that is the expression, always having an habit of doing something. So we make do of avoir l'habitude de, okay, in French language. So we have elle a l'habitude de danser. Elle a l'habitude de danser. That means she has an habit of always dancing. Maybe she's used to always dance. Maybe when she wakes up, she dances. While she's doing something, you can see her dancing, moving her body. So this person is used to always dancing. So you say elle a l'habitude de danser. Okay, we have another example. We can say j'ai l'habitude de sauter tous les matins. So that means I actually have an habit of always jumping up early in the morning, or jogging, or even jumping up actually. Okay, so when I wake up, I jump up as a form of exercise, okay, in the morning. So when I want to say that, I say j'ai l'habitude de sauter tous les matins. Okay, so that is how to make do of the expression j'ai l'habitude de, to do something, the affected issues. Okay, so that's that. We have another one with avoir, which is avoir confiance en. So avoir confiance en means to trust or to rely on somebody, to trust on somebody for something, or to do something, whichever way, just to trust somebody. For example, we can say j'ai confiance en toi mon fils, que tu me rendras fier. So I trust you my son, and you make me proud. Okay, for you to trust somebody, you can say j'ai confiance en toi. Okay, j'ai confiance en toi mon fils, que tu me rendras fier. Ou bien you can actually say j'ai confiance en Dieu, qu'il exaucera tous mes désirs. That is, I trust in God that is going to grant me my desires. Okay, so that's how to make use of j'ai, avoir confiance de. And so when you conjugate it, whichever person you want to use, whether the first, second, third, singular or plural, so you conjugate it, making do of that. Okay, so we have another one. We have avoir lieu. Avoir lieu means to take place. So when an event wants to take place somewhere, you make do of avoir lieu in French language. For example, you can say l'examen, ou bien mon examen aura lieu ce mardi, ou bien mardi le 24 novembre. Okay, something like that. So you can just say my exams will be taking place 4th of November or 5th of November, or something like that. So that's how it is. You can just say mon examen, ou bien l'examen aura lieu. Exams will be taking place, okay? Or my exams will be taking place, whichever way you want to see it. It's just an example. So you can also have j'ai pas assisté à la cérémonie qui a eu lieu ce matin. Let me say that again. Je n'ai pas assisté à la cérémonie qui a eu lieu ce matin. I did not attend the events that actually took place this morning. Okay, so that is another way of saying it, to take place. I didn't attend the events that actually took place this morning. Okay, so that's another way of making use of avoir lieu, to take place. Let's look at another one in French language, the way we make do of it. We have avoir raison. Unlike in English language, please note this, don't do a direct translations. So if you go to do a direct translation, you'll be having something like I have reasons. Okay, so avoir raison is not I have reason, because if you want to do a direct translation, you'll be having I have reasons. So rather, in French language, avoir raison is to be right. When someone is right, you make do of avoir raison. So you conjugate the person into whichever person the person is falling into, whether first person, second person, third person, plural or singular. So you put them into that and you say the person is actually right. For example, you can say j'ai raison, I am right. Maybe you were having an argument with somebody and the person was saying something else and you actually said it well. You can just say, ah, tu as tort, moi j'ai raison. Okay, I was right or I am right. Okay, another example you can make use of, you can say tu as peut-être raison. That is, okay, maybe you are right, maybe you are right. Okay, tu as peut-être raison. Okay, so now let's look at another one. The opposite of it will actually be avoir tort. So that's so amazing that in French language, I am right and you are wrong is actually making do of the verb avoir, that is to have. So when you say I am right, if you want to say you are wrong as well in French language, you make use of avoir tort, that is to be wrong. So you make do of it this way. You can say elle a tort. So obviously you are having a discussion with somebody and the person is wrong, you can just say elle a tort, ou bien tu as tort, ou bien vous avez tort, that is you are wrong. Okay, or you can have it this way: j'ai tort, tu as raison. Okay, I am wrong and you are right. Okay, you can have it that way: j'ai tort, tu as raison, I'm wrong, you are right. Okay, whichever way you want to say it. So that's how to make do of that in French language. So let's look at another one. We have avoir examen. So in French language we say avoir examen. J'ai examen, okay, à passer. J'ai examen à passer. So you can make do of avoir examen. For example, you can say as well: j'ai deux examens à passer demain. Okay, j'ai deux examens à passer demain. I have 2 examinations to write tomorrow. Okay, or you can say: est-ce que tu as examen aujourd'hui? Est-ce que tu as examen aujourd'hui? That is, you're asking, do you have exams today? So tu as has been conjugated from the verb avoir. Okay, so we have another one which is avoir l'impression que. So avoir l'impression que means to have or to be under impression that something. So for example, you can have nous avons l'expression que Marie est ici. So we have the impression that Marie is here. Okay, or you can say j'ai l'expression que ça ne va pas durer. Okay, I am under the impression that it won't last long. So let us note, if j'ai l'impression is followed by a conjugated verb, then you use que. So if we have j'ai l'expression que, if you want to make use of j'ai l'expression que, know that what will be coming up, the next word you'll be saying will be a conjugated verb. But if l'expression j'ai l'expression, okay, is followed by an infinitive, then you'll be making use of j'ai l'impression de. So you can either make use of j'ai l'impression que or j'ai l'impression de. So for example, for j'ai l'impression de, you can say j'ai l'impression d'avoir oublié. Instead of saying de avoir, you just match it together by saying d'avoir oublié. So I feel like I forgot something or something. So these are various ways you can make do of the expression with avoir in French language. I hope you find this video useful so that you can start making use of this word and you can improve more on your speaking skills. Okay, love you guys. See you guys till my next video, and don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share to loved one, and don't forget, click that red button and make do of the bell behind it. So see you till next time. Over.